Hey Internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the John Grave Show. For those of you who don't know, there was a Star Ocean 5 gameplay trailer. I mean, not trailer, but like a demo at one of a gameplay demo. You know, of them showing like the gameplay of what is going on and all this other stuff, like how like the battle system works and everything. And pretty much it was 21 minutes of them showing gameplay, showing how all of the characters fight and all the rest of this other stuff. And really it looks like it's a free game where like you and your party, everybody's running behind you, and you aren't limited to a 4-person party. You actually have a 7-person party, and pretty much you all run around. And when you run into a monster, instead of you being taken into this crazy brand new kind of like area, essentially you just fight the monster in front of you with your entire party, and everybody does their attacks and everything. And that's and it kind of looks a little bit, or at least like the battle system in which that they're using, it looks a bit like Star Ocean 3's battle system, where that you do have your special bar, and then you do have the short and long version of attacks and everything. And like the X button does your quick attacks, even though enemies can block those, and then you have your heavy attacks, and then like you take your attacks and then like you link them to the corresponding button, which it does look like it is pretty. It does look like it's going back for that one, and that they're just refining it. The one thing that I do like most about this though is the fact that this is sorry about that. But what I do like most about this though is the fact that this is one of those games in which that it is a large RPG, but you can see your entire party behind you. I mean, like, when like you go out and you fight monsters, it's not like it's just you, and then like your party members like that they come out of nowhere. Your party members are actually with you, and they're actually going out and they're fighting things with you, which is actually pretty nice. And I believe you even see them when like you run around town and everything. So that is also another, well, it's another gem and something that I really do appreciate, because you don't really see that all that much. Aside from the battle system, they do actually show a little bit of town stuff. They do show the characters walking around and actually talking and all the rest of this other stuff. Something in which that I do appreciate, but since it's in Japanese, I can't really make out too much of it. But they do show off a few missions. They do show the full party. They do show off like way more stats and everything and all that other stuff, and even like some character banter, which actually is pretty nice, you know, after a battle. But aside from all that, though, I really like this combat system, and I do like the way how that, or at least it's looking appealing to me right now, how that everything for it is actually set up. Because again, it does look a lot like Final Fantasy. Oh, sorry, not Final Fantasy. Star Ocean, Star Ocean 3. It looks a bit like that in terms of gameplay. In terms of story, it does seem to go back to, or at least like for its gameplay, it does seem to go a little bit ways back to whatever the third game was, because the first two games, I believe that they had a very different system, and I do like the mix of the I keep saying Final Fantasy, of Star Ocean 3's like battle system, but it also seems to also have a mixture in with the last Star Ocean game. I keep saying Final Fantasy. I'm sorry about that, but it does seem to have the camera and the free movement from what was in Star Ocean 4. So that is something that is also a positive thing that they did take and throw in there. Now, There is one little thing, though, that I am kind of dreading for Star Ocean 5, because I really hope that this one actually does have a better story than the fourth game. And for those of you out there who don't know, I didn't like the fourth one all that much. I really like 3. I like the first one, the second one, and the third one. The third one is a high favorite of mine, but the fourth one kind of really wasn't up to the standards, or at least like it wasn't up to what I liked in terms of what the first 3 games brought. So that one was a really major disconnect. And mind you, it wasn't the combat system. It was the story and how the characters reacted to things. Now that is what actually hurt that game to me. It was the story. It's RPG. That's kind of what they need. But in terms of what is going on with this, of them showing off gameplay and all the rest of this other stuff, it's looking really, really promising, because again, Star Ocean really isn't one of those games out there that has terrible combat. If anything like that, they're actually making brand new strides in the gaming in the JRPG gaming circuit, of them actually working in live action and keeping it relatively fun. So that is something that I am looking forward to. Please tell me what you think about this down there in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the next John Grave Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.